And welcome back. This is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Ys. I'm joined, as always, by our level 5 swordsman, Adolf. When we last left off, we beat the first boss. So now it's time to head into the first dungeon. Dungeons function a little bit differently than what we have dealt with to this point. Not only do they have awesome music, we will not be able to heal here. So if we get hit and stand still, no regeneration. So we're just going to have to kind of go through this rather quickly. At least that's my goal here as I take out some unknowns. So we're going to ignore everything. So here you can see I'm standing still, no healing. We're going to head straight through Shrine Basement 1 to Basement number 2. We'll be back to explore this a little bit more later, but I'm not going to explore too much around here. I kind of just want to get through this. As you can see, there are some treasure chests that I want to deal with. Also some Bulners that hit me from time to time. I don't need to be too concerned about it, but I still don't want to get hit. All right, so 2 statues here. We want to head north through the door between the 2, and we can find a looter. These things are pretty much the toughest thing we're going to find this time through the dungeon. And over here, we can get ourselves the prison key. And 2 looters spawn when we do. This is going to be pretty much necessary, so let's go ahead and kill these guys. Head back and over to the right, where we can find a door next to 1 statue. I do want to... don't like getting hit. Head through there, and then we will head up and to the right. I thought that was good enough. No? Come on, there we go. All right, here there's going to be 4 doors. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, not doors, but passageways. You want to go up the 3rd one from the left. And up here you can find a slightly ajar treasure chest. We can open this one to get the treasure box key. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of these things that I have been picking up. We have the treasure box key, a master key made of bronze, will open any treasure chest. So it's kind of like a skeleton key for treasure chests. It opens them all. Very useful item to have, as I'm sure you might imagine. Then we have the prison key, a poorly made rusty iron key, opens the prison gates. The shrine key, a gorgeous key made of crafted ruby and gold with complex design. We also have Ceres crystal, a luminous crystal with an exotic base, sparkles in the light. We already sold the ruby, a ruby set in gold. Its condition is virtually flawless. A sapphire ring, sapphire encrusted ring inscribed with a message from its giver. We already gave that back to its giver. Well, at least the person that owned it. Probably not the giver, though. A golden vase, beautiful golden vase, has a hole for some variety of ornament. Heal potion, medicine made from the digitalis plant, the red digitalis plant, heals mind and body. And the bestiary potion, potion blessed by a priest, gives insight on defeated enemies. If they're kind of grayed out, that means we don't have them anymore, which is fine. I don't need them anymore. All right, with that done, we can head all the way, I think it's up here. No. 1 more down and then over to the left. Wait, which way is it? I think it's around here somewhere. Ah, the 2nd one. That is it. And then we can head further on. I'm getting a little lost here. There we go. To another treasure chest. In this treasure chest, we can find the silver bell. The mayor of Zepik Village will be quite happy that I got that back for him. Let's take a closer look at it. Relic said to have guarded Zepik Village. Its sound is calming. All right, we are done here on the 2nd basement in the shrine. So let's get back up to the 1st basement floor. I'm taking a lot of damage, but I'm okay with that for now. They're in my way. I want to hit them. Honestly, I'll be fine. We're pretty much through the hardest part of it. So I want to head over to the southeastern part now. I should say that the only way to get the silver bell is to have the treasure chest key. That one was locked. The prison key was not, though. All right, head over here. And I think a little bit further. You know what? We can kind of show this off for now. There's prison cells up here. We're not going to open them just yet because, like I said, I wanted to head to the southeastern corner. This place is a bit of a maze. but since there's not too many enemies, it's not too bad for me. But over here, we can find a treasure chest with a necklace. That'll be sold. It's nothing all that important. Gold necklace adorned with countless small rubies and patterns. You would think I would get more money out of something like that than I actually do. But for the time being, I get a level up. Hooray. And then we can head over here where there is a prison cell. We'll use the prison key just to show what's in here. All it is a looter. So down he goes. That guy is strong. All right, through there. And now we can go where we're actually supposed to go. Into this prison cell. So, use the prison key, open it up. Notice that I have 3,000 experience to go until the next level. But in here we can find, not a monster, but Fina. Who are you? Adol introduced himself and explained his reason for coming to the shrine. My name is Fina. Feels like I've been locked up down here for my entire life. I remember it was a man in a black cape who put me here. He is a terrible man who seems to control the very movements of the monsters. It's dangerous here. You should forget about me. Please, hurry, get away from here while you can. So we have two options. We can come back later, or we can start an escort mission. I would suggest that you actually do the escort mission because it gives you 500 experience as soon as you accept it. So if you're right on the cusp of getting the next level, this will put you up there. You can get the 500 experience by taking her out pretty much until you're done in the dungeon. So there is some kind of time frame on it, but I would suggest that you do it as soon as you find her. So we're gonna go ahead and take her with us. You're going to help me? You're saying I can leave this place? I am. Adol. Thank you so very much. Adol swore to Fina that he would lead her to a safe place. I want to add on eventually to that, but let's just go. All right, as you can see, she is level 1. She has 17 HP. Her strength and defense are terrible compared to mine. Yeah, she dies in 2 hits. We cannot let her get hit. One of the major problems, though, is that she doesn't run, she walks. So it's going to be a little bit of a hassle. But I do want to grab the Mask of Eyes from the treasure chest there. The man in the black cape put that mask in here with me. Perhaps it could be of some use to you. It can. It's a stone mask with inset jade, hides enemies, but reveals secrets. So in other words, if we put it on, we can see secret passages, but we won't be able to see monsters. So it's kind of one of those things that you only want to put on in certain situations. We're not going to be running around with the mask on. That's not going to be good for me. All right, going through doors is going to be a little tough for her. We're going to have to try to take this kind of nice and slow. There is a spot that I want to specifically take her. We'll get there pretty soon. I should point out, yeah, I don't care if I get hit right now. I have 107 hits to take. I can deal with that. We just have to make sure that she does not get hit. She dies in 2 hits. All right, so all the way over here. We're close to the exit, but there's this small little passage all the way here. It's kind of like a dark little alley. I'm going to take her down there. I'm just going to push her into the corner. I don't know why they programmed this in, and I don't know who found it, but since it's in here, I'm going to show it off. If you push her all the way to the end, it's a dead end. She looks kind of nervous. Adol, it's a bit tight back here, don't you think? As a result of this, we get her measurements. I don't know why, and I feel so pervy doing this, but it's in the game. We now know that she's 5 foot 2 inches, which is fine, right? That's one thing. But then the rest of her measurements are in centimeters, right? And I'm not going to comment on them whatsoever. Nope, we're moving on. Also, if you have a mirror, and you haven't used it to this point, and you put it on now, you'll get an achievement for doing that. And if you use the mirror on an enemy, the mirror fascinates the monsters. It essentially paralyzes them. We're just leaving for the record. If you put the mirror and use it on a monster, they'll be fascinated, which essentially paralyzes them. You can then push Fina into the monster, and she will effectively kill the enemy. If you do this once, you get an achievement. If you do it 3 times, her stats go up, even though it still says that she is level 1. I don't think it increases her measurements, though, but it does increase the rest of her stats. So just something that, if you're looking for Steam achievements, you can think about. There is another treasure chest around here, but I'm, ignoring it for the time being. I think we want to go this way, because dealing with her is a little, not aggravating per se, but, I went too far. But it's slow going, so we definitely don't want to spend too much time doing things around here. So we'll come back for the treasure chest. We're pretty much just head back to Zepik at this point. So back to the statue, back outside. That's not good enough for her. You have to take her all the way back to town. But before I do, I'm just going to kill everything in my path. Before I take her back to town, I want to take her over to the thieves' hideout. Do they call it the thieves' den in this? No. Hooray, escort missions. All right, over here, eventually, we will find our way to the Thieves Guild. Now, there should be some dialogue that we get over here. Yeah, don't risk letting her get hit. It is a game over if she dies, so don't let her get hit. Once again, I believe it is still twice, even to the Unu guns. All right, it is the Thieves' Den. So let's head back into the Thieves' Den. She should come with me. Now, does she go with me here? No. Fina is watching Adol from the next room. She's scared. She is no longer following him. I'm afraid to go any farther in. Can I push her in? I can, but that's not really helping. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show off. I think that's all that I can do with Fina, but that is quite a bit. Let me make sure that is everything that I wanted to do with her before we start taking her back to town. That is indeed everything that I wanted to do with Fina. We're done playing around with her, which is probably a phrase I should not use considering her measurements are on the screen. But we are ready to head back. No. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna have to wait now. As you can see, she went down to 10 health there. So she dies fairly quickly. Don't let that happen. So well, I guess to these guys she would take 3 hits, but still, do not let her get hit too often. I would say ever, but I failed at that, so just too often at this point. So we're ready to head back to Zepik. We have some work to do back there. Come on, we're going. I'm not messing around. I don't want any sneaky back attacks from you, Unu guns. No, what did I say? What did I say about the sneaky back attacks? It's like you guys aren't listening to me at all. I don't care if you hit me. I really don't care. Try to keep her on the screen. If she gets off the screen, then enemies can spawn and hit her. And I don't really want that to happen. All right, so back to Zepik Village we go. I'm all right, Adol. I'm just tired, that's all. Don't worry about me. Fina lapsed into unconsciousness. Adol felt her forehead and confirmed that she had a fever. Luckily, Jeba's house was very close. Adol gently lifted Fina over his shoulder and promptly carried her to Jeba's. She's sleeping well. The medicine should help. Had a good night's rest, and she should be fine by morning. Still, no matter how you look at it, it's a very strange story. The sacred inner sanctum sealed under the shrine for so long, becoming home to monsters. And a girl imprisoned there, no less. So much of this simply doesn't add up. Anything more to say about this? Don't you worry, I'll take good care of her. I would question that, but I haven't been treating her so well, so you'll probably be better than me. She'll be up and about soon enough, good as new. Yeah, probably safer in Jebba's care than mine. Anything more to say? No. Always worth a check.